YouTube. What's up? Some water, life water. You don't have the what's it called? What's one of my favorite waters? Like a high pH. It's called Essentia. They didn't have it, but got some life. Anyway. Oh, as you can see from the title, this was a crazy ass week. A video or two ago, I was like talking about how I was the rookie of the year. And let me tell you, I feel like God just humbled me. He just was like, oh, where you want to be rookie of the year? Bam! You don't get hit with these obstacles, you dig? And it's like, oh man, you know, it's like, oh man, this past week has been a roller coaster of a week, bro. This week has just been, and it's just like, yo, 3 days, look, a week is 7 days, right? 3-4 days consecutive, bam, 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 bam. It's just like, and it's just like, yo, what's going on? I don't know, maybe I've been on the road for too long or something. I mean, I've been on the road for like 5 weeks now, like a month, 5-6 weeks, about a month and a half, around that time, 5-6 weeks stuff. You know, so I got some home time scheduled, but I just want to talk about this shit, man. Like, I got to vent, just like, you know, express my feelings, dogs. I get a load from I don't even fucking know. I get a load from here, you know, let's just call it X, and I'm supposed to be going to, you know, Y. Or as a matter of fact, I get a load from A, I'm supposed to be going to B. It's about, let's just say 450, 500 miles. A little quick, little joint. I mean, just a little quick. You can do that shit in a day. I get the load, you know what I'm saying? The GPS, Rand McNally, man, this. Anyway, I get load A. Say, I bet, take this to load, you know, to part B. I'm like, alright, cool. I get the load, send the load a call, yada yada yada. We marching out, 450, 500 miles. You can do that shit in a day. That's like 7.5, 8 hours worth of driving. Nothing crazy a day. I'm almost there, yada yada yada. I got like 50 more miles left. Rand McNally says, hey, you missed a turn. Alright, bet. Calculating. Reroutes the shit. Rand McNally says, go left. I'm like, alright, bet. I go left. Boom! I'm looking as I'm making a turn, and I realize, and it's pitch black now. It's about 1:30 in the morning, 2 o'clock in the morning. It's like, I'm making a turn, and it's just like a stop sign, just like right there. I'm like, oh shucks, I didn't even peep that, you know what I mean? But nonetheless, I do a little back up. I'm trying to make the turn, you know, so I go a little bit more straight and then try to turn. Cause you know, these things take a longer, you know, they have a crazy turn radius, whatever the case is. So long story short, I'm making a turn, and I avoided hitting the actual stop sign. I'm like, whew, give thanks. Now I'm on some ice or some snow on grass, and you know, underneath the grass is mud, and I'm like, what the fuck? I'm stuck. I'm fucking stuck. Excuse my language, I gotta stop cursing so much. But I am stuck. You would think that this big tractor and this trailer got enough like traction in the wheels to, you know, just keep it going through a little bit of mud. But the more I'm trying to Put it in drive. It's not going. Throw it in reverse. Try to, get some type of traction going. Nothing, homie. I'm stuck, man, like 2:30, 3 o'clock in the morning in like one of them back roads, dark as shit. I get outside, all you hear is trees with like a sign that shit was like caution, like wildlife and shit. I'm like, wildlife? What the fuck? Yo! Shit! I'm from the Bronx, ain't no real wildlife, but I mean, from, got in it too, but yo, like, it's like, I bet. And my mom think like, yo, knock on somebody's door and ask if you could use a shovel to like try to dig yourself out of like this little bit of mud and snow. I'm like, nigga, do you know that Pennsylvania is the closest state to New York City that has your stand your ground law? All that means is that, like in the state of Florida, how George Zimmerman was acquitted when they killed Trayvon Martin, Pennsylvania has that stand your ground law where if you were on private property, they can legit shoot your ass if they feel in danger. So here I am, black man, beard, dreadlocks, 2:30, 3 o'clock in the morning with some, with like, hey, knocking on the door in some white neighborhood in Pennsylvania. Man, get your ass back in the truck. Long story short, yada yada yada. Somebody's watching me from the window because they called the state troopers or whatever the case is, and they had to, call, AA or AAA, I don't know, I had to get towed out that motherfucker, you feel me? I'm like, damn, that's one. Next day, load A to load B. After I get towed out and all that stuff, you know what I'm saying? I'm back to load B. I get there at the consignee, which is the receiver. I get there, you know what I'm saying? Now he says, you have arrived. I'm like, I arrived? What the fuck? Where I arrived? At the place? Nah. I passed Macy's, because that's where I had to go. I passed Macy's. And I went to like the next store, which is down, or whatever. Like, I went right next door. And then I get at the gate, and security, look, you want to go over there, yada, yada, yada. I'm like, all right, bet, cool. He's like, yo, just, swing around and just go over there. I'm like, all right, bet. Yo, I kid you not, the very next day, I'm making a U-turn in like this little tight-ass little fucking spot. And it's like, I ended up going on some more grass. I nigga got stuck again. I'm like, yo, what the love is going on with me? And I'm not hitting nothing. I'm not crashing into nobody. I'm not, yo, I'm so lost for words right now. Like, I'm not even, my problem isn't like other drivers or speed or hitting things. My problem is like grass and mud. I got stuck again the very next day. I'm like, Lord have mercy. Mind you, it's like 1:30 o'clock. It's like 1:30 in the morning. I'm like, yo, I'm tired. I'm exhausted. I gotta call, oh my goodness. I'm like, yo, what the fudge is going on? Boom. That's 2 days in a row, man. Third day in a row, man, I get smacked with a load going from point A all the way to point Z. I'm like, I'm not going all the way over there. I requested home time. Like, oh, okay, yada, yada, yada. I'll see what I can do for you. I'm like, all right, bet, cool. Dispatch like, can you just sit and wait? I'm like, all right, bet, I'll sit and I'll wait. 1 hour passed, 2 hours passed, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Over a 10-hour break done passed. I'm like, damn, what's good? I'm not making no type of bread right now. Then dispatch finally called me back, like, yo, look, we got a swap for you. If you could, take this load from this guy and he takes your load, then, you could get back just in time for home time. I'm like, I bet, I've been on the road for like 5-6 weeks. It's about time for me to go home a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Spend a couple days, and just unwind. I'm like, I bet. This situation, like, a nigga barely had enough fuel. So I pick up the load, or we swap rather, and I'm like, I bet. He gives me the paperwork. I'm like, I bet. It's about 290 miles, maybe 300 miles. Just little short hops, you know what I'm saying? Just getting it in. And then halfway down the road, or whatever the case, I'm like, oh shit, I need some fuel. I bet. Throw it in the GPS, Rand McNally. Closest fuel stop, yada yada yada. I'm like, I bet I'm gonna go over here, go get some fuel. It should be all Gucci, right? Yo, this GPS took me down some other weird ass road. I'm like, yo, what the hell? And this was in West Virginia. Oh my God, if you ever drive down West Virginia, you have to respect West Virginia. Those roads, those back roads is nothing but woo, 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 woo. Ah! I'm like, yo, what the f going on? Long story short, I ended up at some gas station that's like, I can't even get fuel at because it's like a smaller gas station. It's not like a PA. It's not like a TA, a Pilot, a Loves, a Flying J. It's like Sunoco or something like that. So I'm trying to use my fuel card because right now I'm really low on gas. You know what I'm saying? And mind you, they didn't send me like a swap because it's a Sunday too. They didn't send me no swap load with like, they didn't send like, you know, like the fucking, the route suggestions and the fuel stops. So I'm thinking like, yo, I gotta get some fuel. I'm at the little joint. They're like, yo, they don't take these here. I'm like, damn. So I ended up paying for fuel out of pocket. A little $75 just to give me a little like, hey, I might inch up to like the next rest area or whatever the case is. And it's like, yo, spend 75 cash. I'll get reimbursed for it, but it's like, yo, the fact that I had to spend it. So I'll get to the next rest area. They're like, yo, you didn't have to do that. I'm like, what you mean I didn't have to? What? Like, yo, you had 22 gallons, 25 gallons. That could have taken you 50 miles. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, I bet. Whatever the case may be. Now, I'm like, going to the shipper, no, the receiver. And my DM called me like, look, oh, you're out of time. What you mean I'm out of time? I'm like 100 miles away. I could do this shit right now. He like, yeah, I know, but like, you know, you ran out your clock. I'm like, well, I'll go in the logs and like, you know, I'll edit it. He's like, no, like, you don't have any more time. You have to shut down where you are. Wait a minute. I'm like, hold up. So you mean to tell me I gotta shut down for 10 hours just to drive another hour and a half? I'm like, oh my God, this is a crazy ass week. Oh my goodness. This shit is just crazy. I'm like, you know what? What can I learn from this? Number one, if you're a rookie, time management. You really gotta manage your time. Like for real. Manage your time well. Number two, man, I don't even know, dog. Like, you gotta like know your fuel stops and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Every load that they give you, make sure they send you either a fuel suggestion and like your route directions. On top of it, I ain't even mentioned the fact that I got lost on some other route because the GPS, Rand McNally, it wasn't accepting the address that the company had sent me. Man, this week has been crazy, and I've always ended up on back roads. They like the roads where you feel like, yo, ain't nobody on these roads. It's just you the only car, you the only truck. I mean, you know what I'm saying? It looked like, yo, I felt like I seen like some shit. Man, listen, man, Trucking with Kev, like, subscribe, share. You know, I don't even know. I'm done with this video. It's just a crazy ass work week. I mean, I'm ready to go home. I'm ready to unwind. I'm ready to take a couple days off, and I'm ready to just like regroup and rethink. You know, sub to the channel. We're gonna get it bigger by 2019. Man. Sub to the channel. Trucking with Kev, man. I'm out, man. This has been a crazy work week, nonetheless. Hey, man, it is what it is, man. Love yourself. Bless.